Hey, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are when you see this video. It is August 26, 2025, although this video is for tomorrow, August 27th, 2025 in the morning. It'll be released. Just a quick thing on what's going on with the Ukrainian Schismatics. No end to it. Schismatics invade Czech-Slovak church territory, violating their own Thomas. This was out August 22nd. Czech Republic. The OCU has set up, I think they mean shop, in the canonical territory of Bishop Isaiah Wright, who celebrated with the Schismatics in 2019. The Schismatics of the Orthodox Church of Ukraine have invaded the territory of yet another local Orthodox church. Vasil Varich, Ukrainian ambassador to the Czech Republic, announced yesterday the establishment of the first chaplaincy mission of the Orthodox Church of Ukraine in the Czech Republic, set to operate in Brno, with the first service planned for August 23rd, according to a report from the Union of Orthodox Journalists. This move directly violates the terms of the Thomas granted to the OCU by Patriarch Bartholomew in 2019, according to which the OCU has no right to establish parishes or church structures outside the territory of Ukraine, which would be a no-brainer if you understand how the Orthodox jurisdictions and the Orthodox Church works. So the big mistake Patriarch Bartholomew made was taking in these and making these schismatics reputable or credible or whatever when they're not. And after having done that, now the schismatics themselves are violating the terms of the Thomas that the Patriarch Bartholomew had given them. How odd and how stupid and how shameful. The Czech Republic is the ecclesiastical territory of the Orthodox Church of the Czech lands. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? And Slovakia, yes, a fully recognized autocephalous local Orthodox church. Significantly, the Czech-Slovak church doesn't recognize the schismatic OCU as canonical, along with the majority of other local Orthodox churches. Thus, any OCU activity in the Czech Republic is not only an invasion, but a further act of schism. While the ambassador's announcement states that the goal of the chaplaincy mission is to care for Ukrainian faithful in the Czech Republic, the Czech-Slovak Church has been providing spiritual material and humanitarian support to Ukrainian refugees since the beginning of the war in Ukraine. Parishioners throughout the Republic hold services in Ukrainian or with Ukrainian chants, provide charitable assistance, and create space for integrating Ukrainian believers into the life of the local parish. It is perhaps no surprise that the OCU has established its mission in Brno, where Bishop Isaiah Slaninka is the ruling hierarch. Bishop Isaiah has been troublesome for the church for several years. He was consecrated in 2015 by decision of Constantinople hierarchs Emmanuel of Gaul and Arsenios of Austria, without the blessing of the recognition of his beatitude Metropolitan Rastislav or the Czech-Slovak Holy Synod. Oh, these people are rogue hierarchs and consecrated. Is that the right word? Is that what they call that for bishop? I thought it was ordained, but I don't know. In any case, this is just in order to create an alternative synod in the church. So another schism is what they're trying to do. They're trying to divide more and more. And where does division come from? The evil one. He is the master of division. In fact, I think the Greek term for the devil means division. Constantinople also interfered in the elections that saw Metropolitan Mstislav ascend the primatial throne in 2014 and refused to acknowledge him as the canonical primate until the Patriarchate was forced to reconcile with the Czech-Slovak Church to assure that it would attend 2016's Crete Council. It was then that Bishop Isaiah was accepted as a hierarch of the Church as part of the reconciliation. Bishop Isaiah caused multiple controversies in late 2019. In November, he celebrated with the Ukrainian Schismatics in Kiev in defiance of the stance of the Holy Synod and the warning of his primate Metropolitan Rostislav. That same month, it was reported that Bishop Isaiah was cooperating with Constantinople to establish a monastery and legal association in the Czech Republic without the blessing or even knowledge of the Czech-Slovak Holy Synod, which later strongly condemned this invasion by Constantinople. Lord have mercy. Bishop Isaiah was also celebrated with defrocked clerics from the Greek Orthodox Archdiocese of America's Slavic Vicariate, Patriarchate of Constantinople in April 2023. This is not the first instance of the OCU violating its Thomas by establishing structures outside Ukraine. Ortho-Christian has previously reported on its encroachment into Slovenia, which is Serbian church territory, as well as Poland. The OCU also operates a structure covering America, Canada, Australia, and Japan, all in violation of the terms of its own Thomas. As you can tell, I am not thrilled over this. The issue here is, I did not realize there were so many people going against the canonical church inside the church, okaying schismatics and trying to spread this. It reminds me of the time of the Arians, that heretical group named after Arius. And you had so many Arians that they had brought into the Arian church that it was nearly half of the Orthodox canonical church had Arians in them. And that was early on in like the 300s. I think Arius was the one that Saint Nicholas slapped across the face because of his heresy about Christ's two natures. That's the way I understand it. Okay, so we know one of the prophecies that we heard this from Elder Ephraim. One of the prophecies, and Metropolitan Neophytus said this as well, there's going to be a new crew after World War III, and after King John starts ruling in Constantinople, there is going to be a new crew in the church. He's going to clean out all of these pseudo-Orthodox hierarchs so that those that are true to the faith will be in the ark, which is the, a type of metaphor for his kingdom, a metaphor for his church. So, they're going to have that all cleaned out. They're going to have another ecumenical council afterwards at this time when King John is ruling. And all this stuff is going to be cleaned up for the next many, many years. And before the Antichrist comes. So, did not realize, like I said, that there were that many people acting like schismatics, going against the church, the canonical church. I did not realize there's that many. So it'll be wonderful, whoever's still around after World War III, to see the blossoming of Orthodoxy and the new crew, as Elder Ephraim put it, of the clergy in the church, and right Orthodoxy being spread, the true faith. So that's what I wanted to share with you this evening. It's late, but this will be out tomorrow morning. Thanks so much for watching and for following my channel. Until next time.